Lots of people prefer having margarine over butter because it has less fat content. Not only that, but you can also get vitamins E and A from margarine. What makes margarine a better option than butter? Let's find out in today's episode.
Hello and welcome. It's time for some crackling chemistry with me, Debabrata Goswami. Today, we will discuss types of organic reactions.
In this episode, we will study about two types of attacking reagents, namely nucleophiles and electrophiles. We will also study the types of organic reactions. Finally, we will take a look at important questions and their answers in Exam Decoded.
Let's begin with how reactions occur or reaction mechanism.
An organic reaction is believed to take place by the attack of the reagent on a compound containing carbon. This molecule is also designated as substrate. This leads to the formation of a number of intermediates. These intermediates finally lead to the formation of products and byproducts.
Hope you all have a clear picture of how reactions take place. Now, let's move to attacking reagent and their types, which play a major role in any reaction.
The attacking reagent is a reactive species. It can be of three types, namely nucleophiles, electrophiles, or free radicals.
Today we will discuss only nucleophiles and electrophiles. Let's begin with the study of nucleophiles. Nucleophiles are neutral or negatively charged species which are capable of donating a pair of electrons. They are denoted by Nu. Recall that a nucleophile is a nucleus-seeking species. It attacks the electron-deficient center of the organic molecule.
Nucleophiles can be neutral or charged. Some examples of neutral species acting as nucleophiles are water, ammonia, alcohols, and amines. Neutral species have at least one electron pair to donate. On the other hand, examples of charged nucleophiles are chloride ion, alkoxide ion, and cyanide ion.
After nucleophiles, let's move on to the second type of attacking agent, that is electrophiles. Electrophiles are neutral or positively charged species which are capable of accepting a pair of electrons. Electrophiles attack the electron-rich centers of the organic molecule and are hence electron-loving species.
Like nucleophiles, electrophiles can also be neutral or charged. Some examples of neutral electrophiles are boron trifluoride and aluminium chloride. Examples of charged electrophiles are bromonium ion and nitronium ion.
Can you name the scientist who introduced the terms nucleophile and electrophile? Well, his name is Christopher Kelk Ingold.
Christopher Kelk Ingold introduced the terms nucleophile and electrophile in 1929. Before that, the terms catianoid and anianoid were used.
We must thank Christopher Kelk Ingold for his valuable contribution to chemistry. But tell me, how can a neutral species like boron trifluoride act as an electrophile? Well, as I said before, any species that can attack the negative charge center is called an electrophile.
Here, boron trifluoride is electron deficient since it has only 6 electrons in its outermost shell, which means the octet is not complete. Hence, it can easily accept electrons and can act as an electrophile.
The classification of organic reactions is based on attacking species, that is, nucleophiles or electrophiles. How is this classification done? Let me tell you.
Organic reactions can be classified into 4 types, that is, substitution reactions, addition reactions, elimination reactions, and rearrangement reactions.
Let's begin with substitution reactions.
As the name suggests, it is the reaction in which an atom or group of atoms in a molecule is replaced or substituted by different atom or group of atoms. Based on the attacking species, the substitution reactions can be further classified as nucleophilic substitution and electrophilic substitution reactions.
In a nucleophilic substitution reaction, an atom or a group of atoms in a molecule is replaced by a nucleophile. Let's take a look at this reaction.
When bromoethane is reacted with sodium hydroxide, ethanol and sodium bromide are formed. Here, bromo group is replaced by the nucleophile hydroxide ion.
Now, let's move on to another type of substitution reaction, the electrophilic substitution reaction. In an electrophilic substitution reaction, an electrophile attacks the substrate, substituting one of the groups.
An example of an electrophilic substitution is nitration of benzene. In this reaction, the electrophile is nitronium ion. It is generated by the reaction of concentrated sulfuric acid and nitric acid. Nitronium ion then reacts with benzene ring to produce nitrobenzene.
After substitution reactions, let's move on to addition reactions. Addition reactions are those reactions in which two molecules react to form a single product. One important point here is that the addition product should have all the atoms of the combining units. Well, it's time for me to take a short break. But here is a question to get your mind racing. Classify the following reagents as electrophiles and nucleophiles. A. Water. B. Aluminium chloride. C. Acetate ion. D. Bromonium ion. If you need help on this one, you can log on to www.topperlearning.com or just wait for me to come back with the answer. Keep thinking. Welcome back. I am Devabrata Goswami and you are watching Chemistry 11. Before the break, I had asked you to classify the following reagents as electrophiles and nucleophiles. A. Water. B. Aluminium chloride. C. Acetate ion. D. Bromonium ion.
And the answer is, water is a neutral nucleophile and acetate ion is a charged nucleophile. Aluminium chloride is a neutral electrophile and bromonium ion is a charged electrophile.
Remember, in the beginning of the show, I told you that margarine is healthier than butter. It is because margarine contains more unsaturated fatty acids. Butter, on the other hand, is a saturated fatty acid. Therefore, butter leads to increase in cholesterol and hence is not good for health. The conversion of unsaturated fatty acids to saturated fatty acids is an addition reaction. Let us now study addition reactions. You must remember, addition reactions are limited to chemical compounds that have multiple bonds, like carbon-carbon double bonds or carbon-carbon triple bonds or molecules with double bonds between carbon and a heteroatom like oxygen.
Addition reactions are divided into two types, again based on the attacking species being added. They are nucleophilic addition reactions and electrophilic addition reactions.
And naturally, the addition reaction carried out by the nucleophile as the attacking agent is called nucleophilic addition reaction.
The formation of cyanohydrin from the reaction of acetaldehyde with hydrogen cyanide is an example of nucleophilic addition reaction.
So what are electrophilic addition reactions? In simple terms, those addition reactions in which the attacking species is an electrophile is called electrophilic addition reactions. Let's understand electrophilic addition reactions better with this example.
The addition of bromine to ethane to form 1,2-dibromoethane is an example of electrophilic addition reaction.
Now let's do an experiment. You can even do this experiment in your school laboratory. The importance of this reaction is that this test is used to identify the presence of unsaturation in a compound.
We take 3 to 4 ml alkene in about 2 ml carbon tetrachloride. We add 1 ml of bromine water drop by drop. We see that the yellow color of bromine water disappears. This shows that the solution contains carbon-carbon double or carbon-carbon triple bonds. If the yellow color does not decolorize, then the solution does not contain carbon-carbon double or carbon-carbon triple bonds.
Moving on, let's see how we classify elimination reactions. An elimination reaction, as the name suggests, leads to the removal of groups of atoms or molecule. At this point, we have a student who is calling in with a query. Let's hear our young caller's question.
Hello sir, my name is Sombel. I just wanted to know whether the atoms eliminated in an elimination reaction are present on the same atom or on the different atoms of the substance.
That's a good question. It can happen either way. In elimination reactions, the two atoms or group of atoms may be removed from the same or from different atoms of the substance. Let me clear this concept with an example, which is also important from your examination point of view. Take a look at the reaction shown on your screen.
The formation of carbene is an example of elimination reaction in which two atoms are lost from the same atom. On the other hand, the dehydrohalogenation reaction is an example of elimination reaction in which the loss of two atoms or groups occur from two different atoms of the substance. In this reaction, hydrogen and bromine are eliminated, forming an alkene.
As I told you earlier, organic compounds typically undergo 4 types of reactions: the substitution reaction, addition reaction, elimination reaction, and the rearrangement reaction. So what are rearrangement reactions? In a rearrangement reaction, the migration of atoms or groups of atoms takes place from one position to another within the molecule under suitable conditions. Take a look at the reaction shown on your screen.
The conversion of N-butane to
Isobutane
in the presence of aluminium chloride is an example of rearrangement reaction.
Well, with that, we have reached the end of the theory for today. It's time for me to take a short break now. So why don't you refresh yourselves for what's up ahead? That's right. Get ready for Exam Decoded, coming up right after the break. Welcome back to the fascinating world of organic chemistry. I am Devbruto and today we are discussing organic reactions. Here is a quick revision of what we have learned so far.
In this episode, we learned that nucleophiles are the neutral or negatively charged species which are capable of donating a pair of electrons. Electrophiles are neutral or positively charged species which are capable of accepting a pair of electrons from the substrate molecule. The reactions in which an atom or group of atoms in a molecule is replaced or substituted by different atoms or group of atoms are called substitution reaction. Reactions in which two molecules react to form a single product are called addition reactions.
Now that we know our topic, let's not waste any more time. On to exam decoded. Welcome to Exam Decoded, your very own vault of exam tips and guidelines to secure top marks. If you'd like to assess how your preparation is going, let's do a trial run with a rapid fire round. This is a round of 5 questions for 1 mark each. You will get just 5 seconds to answer each question. Then we will total up and interpret your final scores. Let's get started with the first question. Conversion of N-butane to isobutane is an example of which type of reaction? A. Addition, B. Substitution, C. Elimination, D. Rearrangement. If your answer is D, give yourself 1 mark. Conversion of N-butane to isobutane is an example of rearrangement reaction. Next question. A plus B going to AB is which type of reaction? A. Addition, B. Substitution, C. Elimination, D. Rearrangement. Absolutely right. It's A. Addition reaction. Here is the third question. Which one of the following represents an example of a charged electrophile? A. NO2+, B. BF3, C. Br+, D. Both A and C. The answer is D. Question number 4 is, nitration of benzene is an example of which type of reaction? A. Substitution, B. Addition, C. Rearrangement, D. Elimination. The correct answer is A. Substitution reaction. Your fifth question is, aluminium chloride is an example of a neutral electrophilic reagent. True or false? The answer is true. With that, we have come to the end of the rapid fire round. Now let's add up your scores and see how you have fared. 5 on 5 qualifies you as a high flyer, so well done. 4 or 3 on 5 makes you an achiever. This means you are on the right path and you have the potential to achieve even more. Less than 3 makes you a learner who needs to put in some more work. So log on to www.topperlearning.com to perfect your concepts. Today's topic, types of organic reactions, is part of the unit Organic Chemistry, which carries a weightage of 7 marks. And since your chemistry paper is for a total of 70 marks, it is critical from the examination point of view. So be prepared to face short answer type questions for 2 to 3 marks each. These will usually test your knowledgeability. Well, now that you know what questions you may be asked in your exams, let's see how you should answer them. Here is an example. Identify the various types of chemical reactions in the following reactions. The first reaction is ethene reacts with bromine to give 1,2-dibromoethane. Second reaction is ammonium cyanate converts to urea. This question can come in your exams for 2 marks, and this is how you should answer it. Look at the first reaction. You can see that 2 molecules ethene and bromine combine to form a single product 1,2-dibromoethane. So it is an addition reaction. Further, to identify the type of addition reaction, we see that the reaction is carried out by an electrophile, which is bromonium ion. These are the characteristics of an electrophilic addition reaction. Writing the correct name of the reaction will fetch you 1 mark. In the second reaction, there is no addition or removal of any reagent. Thus, it is neither addition nor substitution reaction. We observe that there is a rearrangement of atoms which has taken place. These are the characteristics of a rearrangement reaction. Writing the correct name of the reaction will fetch you 1 mark. Today's show has been all about organic reactions. We have seen how everything around us is subject to variations and transformations. So, I will leave you with a thought inspired by these phenomena. We have learnt about electrophiles. Can you tell me what are superelectrophiles? Keep thinking, or log on to www.topperlearning.com for the answer. This is Devabrata wishing you a stress-free preparation.